What up YouTube? It's me, it's your favourite Steve. How you doing? I haven't done one of these for a while. It's a wrestling video. I think the last one I did was before holiday, and I think I promised in that video that I was going to do more, and I haven't. I apologise for anybody that watches the wrestling ones. I don't think there's many of you, but I think there's a couple of you. So allowed to 2 people out there than watching this. Right, what am I doing? Yeah, I'm going to give you my review for the last pay-per-view, which I think was No Mercy. You've got Hell in a Cell coming up this Sunday, and I'll see how I'm doing for time if I give you a review of that, or predictions for that. Right. Let's get the old tablet out, the old daughter's tablet. Yeah, No Mercy was, I think, over 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, it was. My bad. Need to keep up on top of this. Right, yeah. So, yeah, they had a weird start to No Mercy where they announced that the main event was going to be the first match, so the WWE Championship match was going to be the first match, which I found really strange. People said it had something to do with maybe the Hillary and Trump debate. I'm not sure, so they put that on first. But the way I saw it, because they were putting that on first, later on night there was Dolph Ziggler and Miz for the IC title, and I thought, oh, so they're, how can I put it? They're making that the main event, because I thought maybe Dolph was retiring. And maybe he did. So yeah, looking at my tweets. Yeah, enjoyed AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, John Cena. Didn't like the chair shot ending, but didn't spoil it. And love seeing it. AJ come out with the WWE Championship. Yeah, I like seeing AJ come out with the title. I just think I've followed him for years, like when he was in ROH and TNA, and it's just kind of something special when he's coming out and he's the champion of WWE. If anybody deserves it, it's definitely him, and I just think it's something. It's really nice. Didn't like the chair shot ending. Yeah, I think it ended with him hitting Cena with the chair, and that's how it ended. He pinned him after a chair shot to the back or something. Of all of, I know he's playing this kind of wormy heel, but of all his attributes, and he beat Cena with a chair, I just didn't like it. Also, but didn't like the double submission spot. Why wouldn't the ref just break it up? Yeah, they've done this loads of times before. I think, who had the submission? Did they both have AJ in a submission? Can't remember. Can't remember. Yeah, it was Dean Ambrose and Dean Ambrose and John Cena had AJ in a submission, and the referee called the bell. I don't get it. Why would you? It's like neither one of them are going to win, so why would you even ask him if he's going to submit if you're just going to end up going, well, I can't make a decision, so start again. It just doesn't make sense to me. Just another one of those pointless things that they do in wrestling matches. But overall, I enjoyed the match. Should have been the main event when I found out what the actual main event was, but all in all, thought it was an entertaining match. Next match was Nikki Bella and Carmella. I tweeted I enjoyed Nikki versus Carmella. It wasn't Raw women's division quality, but I appreciated the effort and the story. Yeah. It was Carmella a lot working on Nikki's neck most of the match. It was, how can I put it, before Charlotte and Sasha and Becky and Bailey, Oksana and stuff like that came along, I would look at this and I'd go, oh, this was a good women's match, if you know what I mean. But now when you're comparing it to those matches, it wasn't. You know what I mean? It was a good match. It was okay, but it was nothing to. You know, I ain't gonna watch it again. You know what I mean? It was entertaining to watch, but I'm not gonna watch it again. But oh yeah, AJ won the first match with a chair shot, and then Nikki won against Carmella. Then it was the SmackDown Tag Team titles, Heath Slater and Rhino, which I do like the combination of Heath Slater and Rhino against the Usos, which it's kind of weird. They've kind of made them bad guys, but they're not really doing much with them. I'd like to see them maybe, like them taking out tag teams, maybe take out someone who's of, how can I put it, someone special. Do you know what I mean? Take out Randy Orton or, I don't know, John Cena, something like that, just to give them a storyline, make them these like wannabe little ghetto gangsters and take out people. I've tweeted again the same as the last match. Heath Slater and Rhino versus the Usos, not memorable but entertaining. Same thing. That's what I'm finding about these SmackDown pay-per-views. The last Raw one was really good, but you know, it was good, but it wasn't brilliant. I've said that as much as they've tried to split the talent, when you really look at both rosters, I mean, Raw outweighs SmackDown by a freaking mile. Then it was Jack Swagger against Baron Corbin. I tweeted, surprisingly entertained by Jack Swagger and Baron Corbin. Good back and forth, but Sam again won't remember it. Yeah. What I find with these SmackDown pay-per-views is the fans are just sitting there. Maybe because they haven't got nothing invested. Jack Swagger's been floating around for a while. They haven't really done anything with Baron Corbin since he come to the main roster. So them two against each other, it's like, it was an alright match. Back and forth, hard hitting, but nothing again. Same as the last two. It's just like I can't really I know, just not entertaining. Like entertaining, okay, you know what I mean? Like, it's not okay, it's nothing memorable. Then you had Ziggler and The Miz, which I put Ziggler and The Miz should have been the main event for me. Great match. I like not knowing whether Dolph was actually going to retire. Dolph ended up winning, but there was part of me where I was watching it thinking that Dolph Ziggler was actually going to retire because he's been floating around for years, and I just thought maybe he could do. You never know, he could retire. But it was a good match. I didn't like the ending where it ended up being the Spirit Squad, and they did the spray. If you watch my last review of Backlash, they did the spray thing in the face. They did that, and he got out of it this time, and then the Spirit Squad come down. It was, you know what I mean? It just kind of had to put all the bits of the storyline together for it to climax. But I just thought it could have been just a straight win, and he won it. But I enjoyed that. It should have, for me, if you weren't going to have the WWE Championship match, the main event, that should have been the main event. And then a tweet, I think there was some sketch for, say, WWE, really, Randy Orton twisting face in the mirror. That's what Ultimate Warrior being in the mirror in WCW days. If you remember the old days in WCW, there was a bit where Hulk Hogan's in a mirror, and he's looking in the mirror, and then you can see the Warrior behind the green. It's just pathetic. But they did this bit where Randy Orton was looking in the mirror and his face started twisting. And I think they'd done a similar thing when he was in a feud with The Undertaker, where I think his dad had blood running down his face. And it's just kind of like, you're trying to be this real WWE thing, and I get it's not real, I understand it's not real, but come on, don't. I get it sometimes for kids, but for God's sake, don't like have this thing where you're ringing a bell and you're doing weigh-ins and weighing in at blah 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 and all this stuff, and then do a twisty face thing in the mirror. So it just, for God's sake. Next match was just a filler match. It should have been the Women's Championship match, but I think Becky Lynch was injured. It was Naomi against Alexa Bliss. I love Naomi's entrance. Bliss's character is really good, and she's a really good promo. I enjoy, like, she's got this kind of ratty, bitchy kind of girl thing going, and I think she wouldn't miss out on Raw, or she wouldn't be out of place on Raw. Sorry. But again, it's not a Raw quality women's match. If you're comparing the two, they're miles apart. And you've got Sasha Banks and Charlotte or Bayley, and then you got Nikki Bella, Carmella, Alexa Bliss. Yeah, I'd like to see Becky and Alexa Bliss. I think they could do good things. But when you mix in Naomi and who's the other ladies? Carmella, Nikki Bella. They're not in the same league. But it was alright, and Naomi won. I was surprised. I was surprised by the outcome. And yeah, the main event was Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton. I don't know why, but I have not watched for me personally, an entertaining Bray Wyatt match. I like his promos, I like his character, but for me, I haven't watched an entertaining Bray Wyatt match yet. If someone's out there, he had a Hell in a Cell match with Roman Reigns. I don't think it was last year. I think it was the year before, where that was okay. But for me, I just haven't found an entertaining match. And this Hocus Pocus thing, like this Papa Shango, Undertaker, BS, I think it just takes away from him. And just the ending where Luke Harper turned up, it's like, oh yeah, the geezer who's constantly with him was injured and then comes back and saves the day. I just thought it was BS. I thought what they did in the ring was okay, but by the end of the night, the fans weren't getting up for anything, they were just sitting down. And as I've said in previous videos, that's sorted out. That SmackDown camera angle is fucking awful. And I don't think it does the arena any favours. All you're seeing is the front 5 or 6 rows, and they're all sitting down. So when you're watching it from a TV point of view, all you see is those 5 or 6 rows, and they're sitting down. It just looks like nothing. They're just sitting there. They're just there for the night. It's like, oh. But yeah, it shouldn't have been the main event. The WWE Championship match should have been the main event, or at least the Intercontinental title match should have been the main event. But altogether, the card was okay at best. My favourite match was The Miz and Dolph. The WWE Championship match was alright, and the rest of the matches were just okay. I think it's the same as before when they did the draft. SmackDown always loses out to Raw. But I literally have 10 seconds left of my video time, so I'm going to say see you tomorrow and see you on my next video for the wrestling. Peace out.